Hey College and Career Success, welcome to week 2 of our summer semester. So hopefully you're getting more accustomed to everything. Week 1 seemed to go fairly smoothly. So we are going to be in week 2 this week. Week 2 is going to be our first week of covering 2 chapters. So inside your week 2 video folder, you can see there is the lecture video for chapter 2 content and chapter 3 content. And so that's going to help give you the basis for the understanding of the assignments that are coming up in week 2. So if I click into week 2, it's going to look very similar to week 1. I still have my welcome video posted under the Start Here section if you need like a refresher on navigation, but here is the week 2 snapshot. So you have these skills surveys you can see in both here whenever they appear, that it's just a self-reflection. It's not a required assignment, it's just to kind of see where you stand with the concepts from the chapter. You do have 2 discussion forums this week that are both due by Wednesday for your week 2 attendance, and you're responding to 2 classmates by Sunday, so 4 responses total. I am going to talk in this video just about chapter 2, but I just wanted to bring up that you have 2 discussion boards just so that you don't forget. So this video will talk about just chapter 2, and then my next assignment video will talk about just chapter 3. So the materials folder is again for your use to look through and pull up slides, the link to the textbook chapter, anything else that you need, and of course my videos also go over the content. So I'm going to go ahead and click into week 2 assignments. Again, this is just going to cover chapter 2. You will have a chapter 3 assignment video right below this. So there's that skill survey. That's optional, just a check-in. Here's your chapter 2 discussion board. Remember, you are posting in this and chapter 3 by Wednesday for your weekly attendance. But here's your chapter 2 prompt. It says that Amanda is struggling in her history class. She's good at remembering dates and facts, but the tests require an analysis of historical events through cause and effect. She's not really sure how to change her learning strategies to meet these requirements. What advice would you give her, and why do you think that would be helpful? So this is coming off the basis where chapter 2 talks about like learning styles and approaching assessments and things of that nature. How would you, what advice would you give her to maybe adjust her studying, taking into consideration her learning style, what support should she seek? So that's what you are going to talk about. Remember, your post should be about 150 words or more, and then you'll respond to 2 classmates inside this forum by Sunday. So post your original response by Wednesday, classmates by Sunday. And don't forget to do chapter 3, which I will talk about in the next video. All right, you have 2 assignments for chapter 2, Mindset for Success, and 10 to 25 year from now you. So they're going to open up into PDFs. So the first one here, the mindsets for success. In this chapter, we talked about growth and fixed mindsets. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, please go back and take a look at the text link, the PowerPoint, the video. What you're going to do is take these very fixed mindsets and turn them into growth mindsets. And so the example is, this is a worthless task. By doing this, I can practice discipline and focus. Okay, so I'll take like an easy one. For some reason, this one is listed twice. It's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and do this with you. So if my fixed mindset is this is too hard, my growth mindset be this is difficult, but with time and energy, it can be done. That allows for that growth mindset to take place. Like, hey, I recognize that something's difficult, but I'm not stuck. I can grow, I can change, I can advance, I can progress. Okay, so you're going to do that for every statement, what the fixed statement is and how you can turn that into a growth statement. Again, I explain growth, and the book explains growth inside the chapter 2. When you're done, you'll hit up here, save it with your changes, wherever you're going to go ahead and save it. And then you'll go back into Blackboard and click on the name of the assignment, upload your file, browse file, come on, here we go. And then we'll find whatever you saved it as, hit save, and then hit submit. All right, your next assignment is the 10 to 25 year from now you. This also opens when you click on it into a PDF. I know these boxes are really small. I can't change it. It's uploaded from a master course. So anyway, what you're doing is 10 to 25 years. You're say if you run into your teacher, like maybe your high school teacher or a current college teacher, what would the 10 years from you now look like if you ran into them 10 years from now? And then again, if you ran into them from 25 years, What is your education going to look like? Relationships, financial status, living environment, and then other. Sometimes people fill in maybe like pets or volunteer work or whatever it is. You can, if you don't have anything off the top of your head, that's fine. But you're going to do this for where do you want to be in your education 10 years from now? Where do you want to be 25 years from now? And so on, every single one of those. And you're going to do the same thing up here. You're going to do the drop down. You're going to make sure that you save it with your changes and then go back into Blackboard and drop it in there. All right, now your Chapter 2 quiz in Dropbox, you'll open up. This is going to be a Word doc, so we're going to go ahead and pull that up. Remember, your chapter quizzes are 2 to 5 sentences each. So this is going to run through. Question 1, it says, think about your teachers and experiences in the past. How did they doubt your potential? Did you have an experience like that where they doubted your potential? Did some inspire you? And then based on what you've learned about grit, what is your likelihood of reaching your goals? What is your belief in that? Question 2, if you have younger siblings, family members, cousins, children, what kind of messages are you sending about working hard to reach a goal? What messages are you sending about struggling? And do you think you should change your messages? And how so, if you should? Question 3, when was the last time you asked a question in class? How did you feel? Were you worried? Did you think about it? Kind of analyze how you feel when you ask questions inside a face-to-face class. Or if you only have online experience most recently, how do you feel about reaching out and asking questions electronically? Question 4, this is going back to that fixed or growth mindset. Have you considered that before? Do you see yourself as fixed or as growth? And how can knowing about this kind of influence how you move forward? And then finally, question 5, have you ever heard before about the hidden curriculum? And then kind of just think about it, talk about it, maybe with someone. What are some of the things that a college student needs to know that people just don't tell you in advance? So make a little list about, these are the things basically you should know coming into college they don't necessarily talk to you about. Maybe it's about financial aid, maybe it's about studying, maybe it's about scheduling, whatever it might be. When you're done there, you'll file, save it, upload it in your Dropbox. All right, so those are your assignments for week 2, chapter 2. My next video will come back and focus just on week 2, chapter 3 assignments. All right, I'll see you then.